The issue on the table. The dispute between unemployment and inflation has been going on for a while, and so today we decide which one is worse, unemployment or inflation. Remember, my decision on this matter is not subject to congressional approval. The only person you have to convince is me. Secretary Solomon, you have the floor, ma'am.
People are unemployed and they are needy, scrapping for food like poor little Petey. People with less money, less consumer spending. Banks have no money, which means no more lending. Don't you remember the Great Depression? Unemployment at 20%, total recession. The plummeted GDP and destroyed all the invested. Obviously, unemployment's worse than inflation. Why is unemployment so disastrously bleak? Our people have been searching for jobs for more than 4 weeks. The unemployed aren't being used to their full potential. They could have been making pencils or stencils. Frictional and structural unemployment are high, and cyclical unemployment has begun to fly. Our people do not have this much endurance, and our money should go into unemployment insurance. And, hey, if you don't know, now you know, Miss President.
Thank you, Secretary Solomon. Secretary Monk, your response, please.
You must be out of your goddamn mind if you think unemployment is worse than inflation without the price stability, factory prices shoot through the roof. Let's ask Venezuela inflating like a dupe. Money is everywhere, on the floor, on the wall, but what is it worth? Nothing at all. Putting too much money in the economy instead, we should be lowering inflation, we're gonna be dead.
Enough. She is right.
Miss President.
We're too fragile to start another decline.
But, ma'am, do we not fight for the people?
Sure, when we find out how to feed them.
But we are feeding them.
Yet the people are starving. That's the problem. Frankly, it's a little disquieting you to let your ideals blind you to reality. Secretary Monk?
Ma'am?
Draft a plan for the economy.
Did you forget about the poor?
What?
You're just gonna shut the door. We accumulate debt, we accumulate power, yet they're left lying on the floor.
The people are smart, they'll be fine. And they'll find some jobs after some time. If we try to help every unemployed in the country, we'll never stop. Where do we draw the line?
So quick-witted.
Alas, I admit it.
Think you can solve every problem?
Yeah, you would have quit it.
Yeah. Will someone ought to remind you? You're nothing without the president behind you.
Monk.
She's calling.